This is 106.1 KYVZ. Good Monday morning. Joe Vazurek visiting once again with meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, we've had a little bit of everything thrown at us over the last 18 to 24 hours, including tornadic activity last night in portions of the listing area. And a large part of the plains have awakened to a blanket of snow this morning.
Yeah, Joe, we were talking about this for some time, that we could have the potential of some weather where we'd have severe storms and then the snow right behind it and blizzard conditions. And that's what we got out there this morning. We'll continue to have those blizzard-like conditions across those far northwestern counties. It'll include Sherman, Thomas, Rawlins, Decatur, and Cheyenne County, and then our counties in Colorado and southwest Nebraska along the border. Throughout the day out there this morning, we got that low that's moving through north central Kansas. It's spinning and rotating more snow back into the area here during the morning hours, and we're suggesting that we could get computer models are showing anywhere from 2, 3, 4, and maybe some bands of 5 more inches of snow on the Kansas-Nebraska border in northern parts of Rawlins County. Then you get over to our east where the snow's a little bit heavier. Up there in north central Kansas, Norton, Phillipsburg, Kansas, along that Nebraska line, and those amounts could even be heavier through the afternoon periods here today before it comes to an end later this afternoon and this evening. Those winds are gusting up there to around 50 miles per hour. Temperatures are in the lower 20s, so we're not going to warm a whole lot today, and it's creating a kind of an icy mess because this fell yesterday evening. It started out as a rain and changed over to sleet, pellety stuff towards midnight. And then this additional 1, 2, 3 inches of snow during the overnight hours is on the ground. And then this additional stuff on top of it is just going to create an icy mess out there this morning. So travel is not recommended, and just kind of stay in and wait till this all clears out here today. Tomorrow, we're not going to see a lot of warm up. We're going to see temperatures drop tonight to lows in the single digits to around 10. And that start tomorrow, probably don't get back up there into the upper 20s to middle 30s, depending on how much snow's on the ground for tomorrow afternoon. That low will be up in the Great Lakes, moving to Ontario, Canada. We'll still have north flow behind it. And there's pretty much snowpack all the way from northwest Kansas to the Canadian border, where you could have up to a couple feet of snow on the ground. So all that north flow will just keep cold air over the central U.S. tomorrow. When those winds turn to the west with high pressure building over the Midwest and the Rockies Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that west-southwesterly south flow will warm temperatures back into the upper 40s, low 50s for Wednesday, heading towards the 60s to end the week, maybe even hitting 70. And that's when we should see this ice and snow and melt out of here, and maybe get back to some spring-like conversation with the next storm system over the weekend and early next week.
Chris, just curious, what kind of precipitation amounts are we seeing as far as what has fallen across, say, Rawlins and Thomas and Decatur County last night?
Well, you've got a sharp difference, where we had the severe weather activity. We even had, the tornado reports. There was 2 tornado reports yesterday. We had one in the Garden City area that started around Garden City. There's a funnel cloud there that moved to the north and east up towards the Dighton area. And then we had another one that was seen at the Grinnell moving towards Angeles, and that one kind of stayed with a warning on it until it got to the Clayton areas to the west of the Norton Reservoir, to the south and east of North Decatur. That area there had the heavy rain. It kind of just trained, and we saw anywhere from 3/4 of an inch type reports around that Grinnell area, upwards to 1.5 inches as you got up there into Decatur County, Norton County, and through Sheridan County as it moved northeast. Then that precipitation wrapped back with lighter precip back to the west and turned to the sleet and snow and pellets. We probably got 20, 30 hundredths of rainfall in some locations, and then you have this, wintry stuff on top. So if we've got, a couple, 2, 3 inches out there this morning, that's another 20, 30 hundredths. You're getting up there half inch to 60 hundredths, and then what we get through the day to day. So those totals will probably come somewhere where the heavier snow is, up there along the Nebraska-Kansas border, And then the locations to our east, where the rain fell, we could have 1 to 2 inch type totals. That's kind of in our moderate to drought areas. They're still being reported by the drought monitor. And then as you get to the south of I-70 and to the west, we may be talking only moisture totals of 1/4 to a 1/2 inch before it's all said and done.
Once again, that's meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For 106.1 KYVZ, I'm Joe Vazurek.